Hello, welcome back to Trailer Trash. Now this is an interesting one. You probably could tell from the title. It's The Naked Gun, famous comedy. Remember Naked Gun? Leslie Nielsen, I think is his name. Remember him? Is he still around? He must be dead, right? I mean, not in like a mean way, but just like he was old. This is like a Steve Martin kind of. He just always looked old. But yeah, Leslie Nielsen. Anyway, yeah, The Naked Gun, new movie. Check it out.
Once you kill a man for revenge, there's no going back. A voice in your head sang over and over, "That was awesome."
Who are... I was not expecting that. Full disclosure, without watching this trailer, I saw Naked Gun, and I was like, oh, like the comedy. Liam Neeson on the thumbnail, and I was like, oh, it's just an action movie that happens to be named Naked Gun. It's actually a fucking they double bluffed me. I was gonna make a joke about it not being funny. No, it's supposed to be funny. I'm freaking out, man.
Are you?
Drebin. Detective Frank Drebin. Thanks.
Police Squad has always been the elite of the elite.
Hi, Daddy. It's me, Frank Jr. Love you.
Hey, Dad. Boy, do I miss you.
That's amazing. This is amazing. I didn't know Liam Neeson. Not Leslie Nielsen. Liam Neeson. Oh my God, was that why they picked him? Yeah, that's... I didn't know he had the chops, but that is fantastic. Holy shit. I'm actually laughing at a comedy trailer.
And you, Frank, are the best of the best.
No.
I need a bathroom. I need this room immediately.
There's a line, man.
Police business. Oh, I'm gonna ruin another suit.
Over here, Lieutenant. I think someone murdered my brother.
Please, take a chair.
Thank you.
It's, oh my God. It's that Mel Brooks style. Just throw whatever you can at the wall and see what sticks kind of humor. I fucking love that. It's so fucking good.
I'll find them. This is what I do. Says you served 20 years for man's laughter.
You mean manslaughter?
Must have been quite the joke.
So good. Oh man, I have to pause after every joke to point out how great that joke was. Fuck. Speaking of Mel Brooks, a friend pointed out to me, because we're both friends of friends? We're friends with Mel Brooks. No, we're both fans of Mel Brooks movies. Spaceballs 2. Apparently it's happening. Unless it was a fake, but it was a teaser trailer that he showed me. I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, Spaceballs 2. And then he made a comment about how, you know, they better bring back Rick Moranis. And I'm just like, probably won't happen, unfortunately. But if it did, they would get all of my money.
They're going to shut down Police Squad if you do not solve this case. Do this by the book.
Show a little respect!
Why? Who's gonna arrest me? Other cops?
Yes.
Is she serious?
Is he serious?
No.
It seems Mr. Drebin might be more of a problem than we thought. I want you to keep an eye on him.
This oven is disgusting.
I'm impressed they got away with that joke on a trailer. It's also very reminiscent of kind of what I think the Get Smart movie was trying to do. You know, incompetent cop. Well, he was a secret agent, not a cop, but, you know, an incompetent action hero who just kind of bumbles their way into success. It made me remember that movie existed, and so I had to point it out. I don't know.
Rest assured, I won't stop until I've found justice.
What do you want, little one?
Your ass.
It's so fucking good.
Nobody messes with Police Squad.
That's the sound of the police!
We've upgraded your car with the most advanced crime-fighting tech.
Drive forward 30 feet. Pretty smooth.
Oh!
This place is falling apart.
See, the joke there wasn't, you know, him accidentally making prisoners escape, etc., making a mess and not realizing it. The joke was that there was a electric vehicle charger outside of a prison. I thought that was funny. Yeah, I can't believe I was tricked. I was gonna make fun of, you know, make a whole joke of like, oh, this isn't funny. This isn't that Naked Gun. It has nothing to do with it. No, it does. It fucking does. That's insane. Especially since it's Liam Neeson. God, they did do it on purpose. I can't get the two straight now. But the fact that it's him too is fantastic, because I think with Leslie Nielsen, unless he did stuff way back in the day that I'm not aware of, you don't have this like history of being this badass action hero that Liam Neeson has. And then to do just a complete spoof, just making fun of, you know, action comedies in general, you know, cop movies and all that jazz. Like that's perfect, having him play that role, especially with his voice, you know, like just dead serious, you know, Dragnet type, you know, voiceover for a comedy. Yeah, that's amazing. And it's funny too, because I was just talking about how Liam Neeson was one of those actors where just suddenly action hero, and I don't understand why. I mean, he's got the voice for sure, you know, he could be a badass guy, but I don't know, he's always been Qui-Gon to me. That's about it. Like it's odd. Yeah, let's check out the comments. Can't imagine. I have a sense that people aren't gonna like it because it's too on the nose, the humor, and it's been a while since we've seen movies with that just deadpan, like it is completely not meant to be taken seriously type of movie, or type of action movie at the very least. Horror movie does do these things all the time, but action movies, you know, that might be a sacred spot for some people. So let's see. Top comment. Okay, I lolled a few times. Looks good. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, you lolled. I lolled. We all lolled. Man's laughter. When Hollywood fails to write original films, they return to the well and make another reboot sequel nobody asked for to generate money from suckers. See? We got that usual, that old chestnut of an argument, like Hollywood's unoriginal. And I agree. And, you know, making a reboot of The Naked Gun, like, who asked for that? Nobody. However, it seems like they're doing a really good job with it, so I don't really want to complain. Again, it's just a trailer. These aren't reviews for a movie. It's just a fucking trailer. But when the trailer looks good, it makes me kind of want to watch it. That's saying something, right? It's like that thing I mentioned before, like top 10 trailers, you know? There is such a thing as good and bad trailers, especially when they either make you want to see a movie or make you not care at all about the movie existing. Anybody else and I wouldn't give this shit a second thought, but it's Liam Neeson, man. If it was gonna happen anyways, I'm happy it's him. That's a good point. You know, just the fact that it's Liam Neeson, you know, like, who else could it be? And if it was somebody else, would I appreciate it as much? But I mean, them being all like, you know, miss you dad, and then it's a line of guys doing the same bit. Oh my god. And then they just the cherry on top with the OJ Simpson. Fuck, man. I will never pay to see a remake. Hollyweird, come up with something new. The replies say, it's a sequel, bro. But then they come back with, why isn't it called Naked Gun 33 2/3 then? Well, because that wouldn't be a very good joke. Because wasn't the last one like 33 and... Wait, what was the last one? I don't remember. But it does bring up a good point. We're still, even though it's a, you know, spoofy film and, you know, being fun and all that shit, we still seem to have fallen into the same trap a lot of movies fall into. I don't know if it's like a contractual thing or what, but it's just called The Naked Gun. Like, yeah, it's a sequel. So why the fuck is it just called The Naked Gun? And again, this stuff drives me up a wall because it's like, oh, hey guys, you want to watch Naked Gun? Sure, Liam Neeson? No, the original. Like, how do they not realize how stupid that is to just name it what the first one was called with no subtitles, no nothing? But also because, yeah, the Naked Gun movies made a whole joke about sequels. This is a sequel. Where's the fun title? It's just called Naked Gun. Like that's a point off for me, if you will. Didn't they already make that movie? And also, I think I prefer the actor Liam Neeson ass. Excuse me. Qui-Gon Jinn, if that's... Oh, I think I prefer the actor Liam Neeson as Qui-Gon Jinn. If that's too much to ask, do anyone who supports him come back to that role? What the fuck? Yeah, I think I know a couple people in my life who'd prefer Liam Neeson ass. You know who you are. Very original. Wow, amazing. This is garbage. Well, you know, it's classic case of can't please everybody, and just because I like a thing doesn't mean everybody else has to like a thing. But you know, I just have to let you know your opinion's wrong. It's simple. Stop complaining. Just don't watch it. As for myself, looks funny AF to me. AF. Looks funny AF. It sure does. It's funny that this comment, it's not in response to anybody. It's just in response to everybody in the comments being like, why does this exist and all that stuff, which again, I can understand the argument, but it's one thing for it to not exist, not need to exist and look awful and contribute nothing to society. It's another thing when it doesn't need to exist, but is at the very least, it has a funny trailer. The replies to this say, it's simple. Don't tell people that have a different opinion to not say what they feel. And then the person replies, so you had my last comment reported, huh? And laughing. Maybe that's why it's just there out of the blue and not in response to anything. I mean, sure, like, not tell people different differing opinions how to feel, but I mean, it's the internet, dude. You're just gonna have to get over that. Hey, it's Pass the Juice again. Looks okay, but they're spoiling all the jokes. Jesus has a point. It could be one of those classic cases of a trailer for a comedy, especially, just giving away all the good parts. You know, you have those people who complain, and I see it more and more. Every trailer I cover in the comments, people saying you spoiled the whole movie in the trailer. Comedies, you know, it's not really much to spoil. He probably wins, but now you know all the different setups and jokes that happen in between, which, yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. Hopefully there's more than just that. And, you know, again, with how once again the Mel Brooks style of humor, just throw everything at a wall. It's probably, you know, just rapid fire, just nonstop, just jokes. Not that Mel Brooks had anything to do with it, but a lot of the jokes reminded me of Mel Brooks stuff. Like, no one thinks that's funny, and yet here it is, and it's somehow hilarious. That kind of humor. But yeah, I'm a little surprised I was right. A lot of people in the comments are just mad more for the sake of, or not mad, but they don't think it looks good, more for the sake of it being a sequel, a remake, a reboot, taking a pre-existing thing and rejuvenating it, yada yada. And again, that does suck. I hate that that's still a thing. What Jurassic Park are we on now? But at the same time, it's like, if you wanted to make this kind of movie, and, you know, I guess it's been done before. Like, was it not Bad Boys? The Other Guys? Was it called Other Guys? You know, that movie. It's kind of a similar idea, sort of a spoof on buddy cop movies and action movies and all that jazz. But it's like, you either do that with Liam Neeson and make it its own thing, or you just call it Naked Gun. And as far as I can understand, the fact that it's Naked Gun has nothing to do... I mean, it's been a while since I've seen the Naked Gun movies, but it's probably has no connection at all other than that one joke involving Leslie Nielsen and co. So, you know, it's one of those cases where it's like you could have called it anything, right? It's kind of the same thing I said about the newer Jurassic Park movie. Like, it could just be a movie about people on an island with dinosaurs. You don't have to call it Jurassic Park, but it is called that because that's why people go to see those things. And I mean, you guys, not me, I haven't seen a movie for months, but you guys keep giving them money, so that's why they're doing it. I have nothing to do with this, I swear. Even though this one I might give some money to. But yeah, Spaceballs 2. Isn't that crazy?